afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be discussing about how to draw a human digestive system, right? Human digestive system, right? Okay. So, in order to draw the human digestive system, we'll generally start with a nose because we need to show the difference between our nasal cavity and buccal cavity. Okay. So, after the nose, make sure that you're drawing a three like this, right? Like this, and then make sure you're drawing a chin part, and from here draw the neck part according to your wish, and then imaginarily and roughly you please draw the shoulder part, and then here also you think about where the face may end, and from here as well draw the shoulder part. Then each shoulder, think like how much amount of hands can form here, and mark a general marking for the chest region, and then draw the body shape. Yes, draw the body shape like this, and then think here the buttocks region will be there. So this will become the torso, right? This will become the torso. So like this. So after this you can darken this area so that you'll understand what part is which part we are exactly drawing. Like this from here the legs will start, right? The shoulder part you can do little better. Mine I'm drawing with a pen, so it's not so perfect. And then this, right? So after drawing the torso, you can start with the parts of the digestive system. See, we all have a nasal cavity. Nasal cavity will open into a pharynx, right? Nasopharynx, like this. Between the nose and between our mouth we have a hard palate, right, which you can highlight like this. After that you can extend one part like this, which will be hanging in our mouth. Then we'll draw the tongue part. So before talking about the tongue part, we can draw the submandibular jaw. Means what we'll have, the bony part which we'll have in our mouth. So upon this bony part we have a tongue, right? So in order to mention about the tongue, I'll use some other bright color, right? So we have a tongue here like this. So we mentioned the tongue part, and then both of them go down together like this. So by this part what we have a flap like structure. This flap like structure is called as epiglottis. Okay, then what it will do, it will protect the windpipe, right? It will close the windpipe whenever we are swallowing food, so that food will not enter into the windpipe or trachea. So trachea has cartilaginous rings like this, so I'm drawing like this. So here what exactly we have the bronchi like this, and we have the lungs here, right? So that part I'm not drawing. So this is regarding the windpipe. So pharynx is a common passage where air from the nose and food from the mouth, both of them will get crossed over, right? So from here if you see, yes, the pharynx continues till here. So pharynx is a pipe that starts from here till here, right? So at this region you have the, yes, you have your esophagus. Esophagus is nothing but the food pipe, right? Like this. So esophagus is around a 25 centimeter long tube which will be having which will be just a connection between the pharynx and the stomach. It transports food from the stomach to the pharynx. Yes, around here we'll have the stomach like this, right? So after drawing the stomach, you can draw the small intestine, which is hardly a, yes, you can draw it like this. So small intestine is a long coiled tube, and it is generally almost 7 meters long, and it generally what it will do, it will help in digestion. It's the most important part of our digestive system, right? So then, right, so it's the most important part of our digestive system. And the last part, so I'll highlight the different parts of small intestine. This is the first part of small intestine, which is called duodenum, right? It is called duodenum. And this is the coiled part of small intestine, which is called jejunum, right? And the last part of small intestine is generally the ileum, yes, which goes and joins with the large intestine. So this part will be the ileum. All these three together make the small intestine, right? Then, so we have a large intestine, which is like this. The large intestine is also called as colon. It has an appendix, which is a vestigial organ like this. Then this is called ascending colon, as it is ascending upwards. It is called transverse colon, as it is in transverse way. Horizontally it is lying. And this is called descending colon, as it is coming downwards. And then we'll see, yes, we'll see a short tube-like structure called rectum. This short tube-like structure is called rectum, where the feces are temporarily stored. And finally we have an opening called the anus, which is open towards the exterior side, right? So this is rectum. For our benefit, I'm just labeling the large intestine this side so that you'll understand. Yes, this is colon, and yes, this part where large intestine opens into small intestine is known as cecum, right? So once again, I'll label the rectum here so that I can label large intestine. This is rectum. All the three together can be called as a large intestine, right? So we'll also label the other parts which we mentioned here. So this is our stomach. Then this is esophagus, or the food pipe, right? And then this part till here, what you are having, this is pharynx, right? So in this, till this part, we call it as lower pharynx, and this part from the mouth, yes, till here, where both air and food gets combined, this is called middle pharynx. And this part especially, where only air is passed from the nose, until this part is generally present above the mouth, so it will have only air. So this is called upper pharynx. Upper pharynx is also known as nasopharynx, right? Like that. So that is regarding pharynx. And here you can see a flap-like structure. This flap-like structure is called epiglottis. Whenever you swallow, only when you swallow, it closes the trachea so that food will go through food pipe, and rest of all time it will be open so that air will be going through windpipe, right? So now we'll talk about the digestive glands as well. So in the digestive glands, we have important glands like liver. Then we also have the pancreas. So for liver, I'll be using black color, right? So our stomach will be on the left side, right? So we have liver like this below. See, till here, say for example, if you're having the lungs part here, right? Say for example, you're having the lungs part here, you'll be having a diaphragm also here like this. Okay, so we'll be having a liver at this part, right, like this. This is called the liver. In the liver part, what we'll have also the gallbladder. So from the liver, they'll be arising a small pipe which is called which releases the bile juice from the liver, and this bile, it is connected with gallbladder also. Gallbladder is present here, right? And both of them together form a common hepatic duct, which is joined with the pancreas on the other side. This common hepatic duct, it is joined with the pancreas. So pancreas is one of the leaf-like organ present below the stomach or adjacent to the stomach, like this. Okay, now both of them together, now bile juice from liver, pancreatic juice from pancreas together enter this pipe, and they'll get emptied into the duodenum, right? They'll get emptied into the duodenum. So we'll mention the names here. So this is liver, then this is pancreas, then this is gallbladder, right? So this part is actually the diaphragm part, which is generally present above. Okay, and these parts are the lungs, where inside again this will be branched. Okay, it will be branched like this, like this. So through which air is generally passed. Like this. That is the liver part. So generally we have a little because of a little confusion, it got mixed up. So you can separate it while you're drawing like this. Okay, you can make the liver till here, and here is the lungs part, right? Sorry, this is the lungs part and this is the liver part. So please avoid that confusion while you're drawing. And apart from all these, we also have digestive apart from liver and pancreas, we also have separate salivary glands here as well, which is the till the from the bony palate. You'll have the salivary glands here, and then sublingual and submandibulary salivary glands are also present, right? You can highlight them like this and mention them as salivary glands. How many pairs of salivary glands? There are 3 pairs of salivary glands, 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. So total 6 you'll have. This upper, middle and lower pharynx together form the pharynx, right? So that is regarding the digestive system of the human beings. I hope everyone understood. So coming to the process of digestion, but digestion starts in the mouth itself. So mouth is the first part of the alimentary canal. So from here food passes. Here the teeth, tongue and saliva from the salivary glands together, they mix the food with saliva. Digestion will start here. Carbohydrates will get digested here. From there a food bolus is formed, and that food bolus is sent to the esophagus, right? Through the esophagus, this bolus will enter the from pharynx, it will go to esophagus, then from esophagus it will go to stomach, from stomach it will go to small intestine. Here it gets mixed with bile juice and pancreatic juice, and in stomach it gets mixed with gastric juice. Later, after that food will be digested nicely, it reaches to the jejunum. So all throughout the small intestine you'll have many number of villi will absorb the digested food. Rest of the food passes through ileum, then it will enter the large intestine where water is reabsorbed, and some carbohydrate digestion by bacteria will be done, and then finally the leftover feces will be passed out, present in the rectum for short time, and then it is sent out of the body through anus, which is the opening of alimentary canal. So there are two openings of alimentary canal, which are the mouth, which is the first part, and then anus, which is the last part. For the detailed understanding of how this process happens, you can visit uh, my channel, and you can see the process of digestion in our body video, so that you'll have a good idea about what is what, right? So that's all for today. Thank you. I hope everyone understood how to draw the digestive system nicely, and please ignore any mistakes and all. You can always approach me for the doubts. Thank you.